Hello everyone, welcome back to PCDG Nursing Academy. I am Sal and today we are going to start a very important topic, cardiovascular disorders. In this lecture, we will learn about the different type of cardiovascular disease in a simple and easy to understand way. If you are a nursing student, paramedical student, or preparing for medical exam, this lecture will be very helpful for you. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So these are the different type of cardiovascular disorder that we are going to study in today's lecture. As you can see in this image, the heart can be affected by several different diseases such as coronary artery disease, hypertension, heart failure, heart attack, arrhythmias, stroke, valvular heart disease, congenital heart disease, peripheral artery disease, and last cardiomyopathy. So for now, just have a look at these diseases. We will discuss each one in detail one by one in the upcoming part of this lecture. So let's begin with our first cardiovascular disorder. So first of all, let's take a look at today's topic. As you can see on this slide, in today's lecture, we are going to cover a total of 10 important cardiovascular disorder. So these are the topic we will study in today's lecture. Now let's begin with our first topic, coronary artery disease. Let's start with the first cardiovascular disorder, coronary artery disease, also known as CAD. A disease where the heart blood vessels become blocked. Coronary artery disease is a condition in which the coronary arteries, which supply oxygen-rich blood to the heart muscle, become narrow or blocked due to the buildup of fatty deposit called plaque. As a result, the heart does not receive enough oxygen, leading to chest pain or even a heart attack. This is the coronary artery disease. So next is the cases. Now let's discuss the cases of coronary artery disease. The common cases include fat buildup in the arteries. So buildup of cholesterol and plaque in the arteries is called atherosclerosis. Listen carefully. Buildup of cholesterol and plaque in the arteries is called atherosclerosis. And next is the high blood pressure. Next is high cholesterol level and smoking, diabetes mellitus, obesity, and lack of physical activity, and healthy diet, also stress, family history of disease. So this is the cases of coronary artery disease. Next is the symptoms. So symptoms is the chest pain and difficulty breathing. Symptoms including the common symptoms of coronary artery disease are chest pain, also called angina. Chest pain is the angina, or discomfort, shortness of breath, fatigue, pain in the left arm and shoulder, neck, jaw or back pain, and dizziness, nausea. One time is the sweating, and in severe cases a heart attack may occur. So this is the symptoms of coronary artery disease. And next is the treatment. Now let's discuss the treatment. Treatment includes healthy food, exercise, medicine or surgery. The lifestyle change such as a healthy diet, regular exercise, quitting smoking and weight control. Medicine like antiplatelet drug, statins, beta blocker, nitrates and ACE inhibitors as prescribed by the doctor. If the blockage is severe, procedures such as angioplasty with stent, placement, or coronary artery bypass grafting may be required. So coronary artery disease is one of the most common heart disease. Early diagnosis, a healthy lifestyle, and proper treatment can help prevent severe complications such as a heart attack. Now let's move on the next cardiovascular disorder. Did you understand this topic, coronary artery disease? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Next is heart failure. Now let's move the next cardiovascular disorder, heart failure. So heart failure is the heart cannot pump enough blood to the body. So try to understand this topic. Heart failure is a condition in which the heart cannot pump enough blood to meet the body needs. Now I will repeat. Heart failure is a condition in which the heart cannot pump enough blood to meet the body needs. It does not mean that the heart has completely stopped working. It simply means that the heart is weaker than normal. What is heart failure? Did you got it? Next is the cases. Weak or damaged heart muscle, coronary artery disease, and high blood pressure, heart valve disease, previous heart attack. So these are the 5 main cases of heart failure. Next is the symptoms. So symptoms is the shortness of breath, tiredness, and swollen legs. The common symptoms includes shortness of breath, tiredness or fatigue, swelling of the leg and ankles, fast heartbeat, difficulty doing daily activity. So these are the symptoms of heart failure. And next is the treatment. So treatment is the medicines, a healthy diet, exercise, and lifestyle changes. Taking medicine as prescribed by the doctor, eating a healthy diet, reducing salt intake. And next is the lifestyle changes. In severe cases, surgery or a heart transplant may be needed. Now let's move to the next disorder. Did you got it this topic? Everyone, is it clear? So next is the hypertension, also called high blood pressure. High blood pressure in the arteries. So hypertension is a condition in which the blood pressure in the artery remain higher than normal for a long time. And what is the symptoms of hypertension? So symptoms, many people have no symptoms. Is hypertension also called a silent killer? Because many people have no symptoms, but many experiences headache, dizziness, blurred vision, and one time is the nose bleeds. Did you got it this? Hypertension is also known as silent killer. Next is the cases. Cases is the high salt intake, obesity, stress, and smoking. So the common cases are lack of exercise, family history also. Next is the treatment. So healthy diet, regular exercise, lifestyle changes, and prescribed medicines. Now let's discuss the next topic, arrhythmias, also known as irregular heartbeat. Arrhythmias is a condition in which the heartbeat too fast, too slow, or irregular. A normal heartbeat sound beat in a regular rhythm, but in arrhythmias, this is rhythm become abnormal. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubts so far? Next is the symptoms. First is palpitations, dizziness, fatigue, and shortness of breath. It is the 4 common symptoms in arrhythmias. So next is the cases. The common cases of arrhythmias are heart disease, high blood pressure, stress, and electrolyte imbalance. Certain medicines also. Next is the treatment. Treatment may include medicine, lifestyle change, pacemaker, and or other procedure if needed. So other medical procedure if required. Is everyone clear? If you have any question, you can ask me at the end of the lecture. Heart attack. Now let's move on the heart attack, also known as myocardial infarction. What is heart attack? A condition where blood flow to the heart muscle in blockage, causing heart damage. A heart attack occurs when the blood flow to the heart muscle is blockage, causing damage to heart muscle. Did you got it this? Next is the symptoms. So the common symptoms are chest pain, sweating, and shortness of breath and nausea. Next is the cases. The common cases are blocked coronary artery and high cholesterol, smoking, and high blood pressure. Is the including of common cases. Next is the treatment. Treatment for heart attack. First is the including medicines, angioplasty, lifestyle change, or surgery. Surgery if necessary. Is this topic clear to everyone? Any doubts? So now let's discuss stroke, a condition where blood supply to the brain is interrupted or a blood vessels bursts. Stroke is a condition in which the blood supply to the brain is interrupted or a blood vessels in the brain bursts. It is a medical emergency and requires immediate treatment. So next is the symptoms. Symptoms including weakness, difficulty speaking, dizziness, and loss of balance. Weakness on one side of the body. And next is the cases. Cases is the common cases are blood clot, high blood pressure, and blocked arteries. Next is the treatment. So treatment is the first medicines and rehabilitation and emergency procedures depending on the type of stroke. I hope all of you understand this topic. If anyone has any doubt, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, let's continue with the next cardiovascular disorder. Now let's discuss peripheral artery disease, also known as PAD, peripheral artery disease. So peripheral means outside the heart and brain, and artery means blood vessels. In this disease, the artery of the leg or arm become narrow because of fatty deposit. As a result, enough blood cannot reach the limbs. Because of reduced blood flow, the patient may experience leg pain while walking, numbness, or cold feet. The main risk factors are smoking, diabetes, and high cholesterol. Treatment including regular exercise, healthy lifestyle changes, medicines, and in a severe cases, surgery. Is everyone clear? Any doubt? Before we move to the next topic. Next is the valvular heart disease. Now let's move to valvular heart disease. Our heart has 4 valves that make sure blood flow in the correct direction. When one or more of these valves become damaged, narrow, or leaky, the blood cannot flow properly. This condition is called valvular heart disease. Now, is this clear? What is the symptoms? Symptoms is the breathlessness, fatigue, and chest pain and swelling. So, is this patient may experiences breathlessness, tiredness, chest pain, or swelling in the legs. So, common cases is the include. First is the valve damage, infections, aging and birth defects. Next is the treatment. Treatment depend on the severity. Some patients need medicine while other may require valve repair or valve replacement surgery. Now this is clear or not? So treatment is the medicine, valve repair and valve replacement. So is this topic clear? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now let's discuss congenital heart disease. The word congenital means present from birth. The disease depend before the baby is born when the heart does not develop normally during pregnancy. Children with congenital heart disease may have a breathing problem, poor growth, tiredness, or bluish skin because the heart cannot pump blood effectively. The common cases are genetic factor and problem during fetal development of the baby's heart during fetal life. So the common cases are genetic disorder or abnormal development of the baby heart during fetal life. Next is the treatment. So treatment is the depend on the type of defect. Some children only need regular monitoring while other may need medicines or heart surgery. I hope everyone understand this disorder. Any question before we continue to the next cardiovascular disease? Now let's discuss the last cardiovascular disorder, cardiomyopathy. So what is cardiomyopathy? The word cardio means heart and myopathy. Cardio means heart and myopathy means disease of the muscle. So cardiomyopathy is a disease of the heart muscle. In this condition, the heart muscle become big, thick or stiff. Because of this, the heart cannot pump blood effectively to the rest of the body. As a pumping ability decrease, the body may not receive enough oxygenated rich blood. Next is the symptoms. The common symptoms include fatigue or tiredness, shortness of breath, swelling, irregular heart beat. Next is the cases. First, genetic factor, infections, high blood pressure. Sometimes the exact cases is unknown. Next is the treatment. Treatment depend on the severity of the disease and may includes medicine, healthy lifestyle changes, heart device such as a pacemaker or ICD in some patient. So what is ICD? ICD is a implantable cardioverter defibrillator. So ICD is a small device placed under the skin of the chest. It checks the heart's heartbeat all the time. If the heartbeat too fast or in a abnormal way, the ICD give a small electric shock. This is helps the heartbeat normally again and can save to the patient life. So this is the ICD. Surgery or heart transplant in a very severe cases. So this is was cardiomyopathy, the last cardiovascular disorder in our topic. Is everyone clear? Any doubt? With this is we have completely today topic on cardiovascular disorder. We discuss coronary artery disease, heart failure, hypertension, arrhythmias, heart attack, stroke, peripheral artery disease, valvular heart disease, congenital heart disease and cardiomyopathy. I hope this lecture help you understand the basic of this disorder in a simple and easy way. If you have any question, please feel free to ask in the comment. If you find this is video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel for more nursing and medical lectures. That's all for today lecture. We will meet again in the next lecture. Until then, keep learning, keep improving. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.